Hi guys, welcome back again to our YouTube channel. My name is Lovely, and for today's video, I'm going to walk you through the process of generating the MRV deposit slip that you are going to bring to the bank or to the RCBC Bank in the Philippines for K1 visa applicants, alright? Okay, so guys, just a disclaimer before we proceed. So, we are not an immigration attorney or experts, but all information shared in this content is based on our knowledge and experience in processing our K1 fiancé visa. So, information contained in this vlog is for general information purposes only, and we do not make any representations as to the authenticity and fullness of any information. All right? So after successfully completing your DS-160 form, you are going to pay your visa fee, or what we call the MRV visa fee for K1 applicants. All right, so that's gonna be the step-by-step process on how to generate. But just few reminders, guys, that machine readable visa or the MRV fees are typically valid for 365 days from the date of payment. And according to the U.S. Embassy of the Philippines Manila official website, all non-immigrant visa fee payments made on or after October 1, 2022 are valid for 365 days from the date a receipt is issued for payment of the MRV fee. So all receipts for payment of MRV fees issued before October 1, 2022 were extended until September 30, 2023 and remain valid until this date. Alright? So let's begin the process and we'll walk you through the process of generating MRV. Stand by. Okay, so this is how we are going to generate the MRV deposit slip. All right. So just visit the ustraveldocs.com and then click the non-immigrant visa form or visa information. Go down to the options below and you will see the bank and payment options. Pay my visa fee. Once you click that, you are going to scroll down and under the fee payment options, cash at the bank, meaning you are going to pay in cash and deposit cash your payment at the bank. All right. So take note that you can only pay your non-immigrant visa application fee with cash at any RCBC branch. Before going to the branch, you must print the applicable U.S. visa deposit slip available below on this page. Take this printed deposit slip with you to pay your visa fee. Take note, guys, do not print multiple copies of the same deposit slip. You must have a unique deposit slip for each transaction. Now, if you print a deposit, expiration date passes prior to using the slip to make your payment, simply return to this website, re-click the payment or the appropriate link to generate a new deposit slip. Okay? So the bank agents or the tellers will not accept payments based on expired deposit slip, guys. Upon receiving your payment, bank will issue you a receipt. Save your receipt. It cannot be replaced if it is lost, and you will not be able to schedule an appointment without your receipt number. So let's proceed. Another thing, guys, is select the deposit slip that matches your visa application fee from the list below. Values are shown in US dollars and native currency. So when you go to RCBC, you are going to pay it in Philippine peso. All right? So this is how we do it. This is from third in the line. You can see here deposit slip, $265 MRV fee, and you will see K. So this is the link to pay for the K1 visa deposit slip. All right. So you are going to click this one. Print the copy of this, guys, and then bring it to RCBC Bank and hand it over to the bank teller. Before leaving, make sure that you review the details in the receipt, including the receipt number, the amount paid, and other details. I think from in my experience, the bank teller asked for my full name. That's the full name reflected in your Philippine passport. So she asked for my full name, she asked for my contact number, and she asked for my email. So after she printed out a receipt and handed it over to me after my payment, so that's the receipt copy that I brought to the interview, the original copy of the deposit slip. Okay. Now, after clicking, guys, this is now your printable, print-ready deposit slip, or the US Visa fee deposit slip. This is the bank copy, and you scroll down below. This is your copy, all right? So, you can see here, this is the date where we're in, the date when you generate this deposit slip, the amount in peso. You should pay it in exact amount. The expiration date, you have to take note that, you have to pay it while it is still not expired. And the most important thing also is the receipt number, or the unique receipt number. Remember, guys, it should match. When you receive your receipt from the bank after paying, you have to take note of your receipt number, because you cannot schedule your interview at the U.S. Embassy Manila if you don't have this copy of the receipt number. You have to save it and keep it at a secure place, all right? So once you have that, you can just, you can either save this copy, download, you can go right click, you can see save as, and then save for payment, okay? And then you will see, or you can control P to print this deposit slip, all right? So, okay guys, so after paying cash at the RCBC Bank, this is the sample of an actual deposit or validated deposit slip from RCBC. So it says here, bills payment for US Visa fee, and then the amount in cash, and also the receipt number should be there, and it matches to the one that you just generated. And also, guys, is your contact number. Okay? So these are the 3 important pointers to consider and review when or before leaving the bank branch. Okay? Receipt number of the validated deposit slip and the amount paid in exact in currency. And then you can also locate the nearest RCBC bank in your area by visiting the rcbc.com /branch finder. Okay, so you can go and find a place or find the nearest bank in your area, and always check, of course, their holiday schedule. All right, and it will take, you have after payment, guys, and if you want to schedule your interview, or if you make an appointment already for your US visa interview at the US Embassy Manila, you are going to wait at least, for me, I have to wait 24 hours before the receipt number reflected in the website, because upon scheduling your interview, you are going to input the receipt number, okay? And then normally, if it's still not there, or if it's still not validated, you won't get you cannot proceed yet, okay? So there would be an error. So you have to wait a little longer. And by the time, or usually after 24 hours, you can start looking for available interview spots in the US Embassy Manila. All right? All right, so that's it for today, guys. If you have questions, please comment down below, and we'll answer all your questions as soon as possible. Now, let me ask you guys, what is the latest update on your K1 visa application right now? Please comment down below, or leave a comment in the comment section below so we can get connected. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates. We'll see you guys. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again in my next video. Bye!